Hello everyone, and welcome to another live stream event. Happy Saturday from California. Thank you for taking this opportunity to join us across the globe. I see in the chat we have folks from Slovenia, Wales, Europe, UAE, South Carolina, and California, of course. For those of you who are new, my name is Crystal. I'm with Ascension One Collective, the foundation that supports the work of the channel. And I'm here today to guide you into and out of the session. We've been offering these bi-weekly live stream events to deepen our practice at home. You've shared with us that these events are beneficial, so we're continuing the combination of bi-weekly live streams and a Tuesday community call to keep the momentum going. For the last 6 weeks, we focused on facing challenges. Going forward, we will have a new theme each week. So this week's series is all about infinite possibilities. As always, we have some newcomers, so I'm going to share a little bit to give those folks context to the work. What a seal does today evolved out of his work in various spiritual traditions over the last 18 years. 5 years ago, he had a strong spiritual experience that opened up this connection that today we refer to as the channel. This is a kind of connection to both powerful energy and wisdom that during the sessions he will embody and bring through. Through this connection, energy will come through him and reach all of those who are tuning into the live stream. This energy will allow you to go deeper into your meditation, as well as receive information, which will often take the form of a spoken transmission or, in your own way, visions, messages, or an inner knowing. The process for a seal to get into trance includes spontaneous movements of his hands and body, sometimes shaking of his body, fast breathing, and as the energy level rises, sometimes his eyes will roll upwards. It may not seem it, but this is all normal. His everyday human consciousness is still available to him while he's channeling, and he can stop the embodiment at any time he should choose. The channel will bring through guides that will specifically introduce themselves with the names humanity has given them. You might recognize some of these names as Emmanuel, Raphael. They're names of angels and archangels, but they never refer to themselves as such. Once the energy field is established, then energetic alignment begins. People report having powerful experiences even over live stream. So it's really easy. During this time, sit back and focus on being in an open, meditative state. Just by being receptive, you've included yourself in this energy field, so there's nothing else that you need to do. During the session, you may also bring in a loved one into your mind and heart to have them receive the benefits as well. You can set an intention. You can release any old wounds, thoughts, emotions that no longer serve you. People share often that things come up for them even in the absence of an intention. Flow with that also and just accept what arises. Once the energy alignment is complete, a seal will embody another celestial being who usually allows for questions to be asked. This is typically who we call Emmanuel. If you'd like to ask a question, feel free to type it into the Questions tab on the bottom of the screen in Crowdcast. The production team will then choose a few questions to ask the channel from this list. Keep in mind that there are a few hundred people watching this right now across 3 live streams. So center yourself before you ask a question and ask yourself, what's the best way to ask this question that would serve the most people? We found that Emmanuel's answers are typically phrased in a way that serves the greater good. So if you're looking for a personal answer, the answer may not align with your expectation. The energy field pulls us into an interesting collective state, so you may also find that if you have a question in your mind, you receive the answer in somebody else's question or silently inside yourself. We have a Crowdcast poll running in the Polls tab at the bottom of the screen. Being that Ascension 1 is comprised of a science-educated channeler and a team of entrepreneurs, it's important for us to understand how this work is making a difference in people's lives. It's one question at the beginning, how are you doing before the session? And one after the session. With a simple scale from 1 to 5, it's very easy to answer. So if you take a second right now, let us know how you're doing. For people who can offer a donation, it not only supports Cecile, but it supports the whole production team. Many of you donated to the last session and have donated already to this one. It's truly appreciated, and it really helps us keep this work accessible. We have links to donation options in the chats. We invite you to listen with an open mind and an open heart. We recommend that you listen in a space where you can't be interrupted and you turn your phone off. We also recommend you stay tuned in through the entire session. You will know when we are moving from one part to the next. If you are in a deep meditative state at the end of the energy transmission, it's okay if you can't hang on to every word thereafter. The benefit of staying with us is what's most important, and the words can be replayed and read later. We are recording the audio and video, and will provide the video and transcript following the event on our website and social media pages. As the session ends, we will sit together in silence for a few minutes and give you all enough time to come back to this state of awareness. Enjoy your journey into infinite possibilities. I'll see you back here upon your return.
Good morning, everyone. Good evening to wherever you are. This work is so much more than meditation. Having a meditation practice or other forms of spiritual practice helps, as I see spirituality a bit like a muscle, and it requires practice and continuous training to fully understand how far it can be extended and how we can build more capacity. And that then provides for a more balanced being, more energy, more healing capabilities, more presence. So those that have practiced meditation, it's rarely that individuals meditate more than half an hour or an hour at one go. And asking you to sit for 2 hours through this experience is quite an ask. And we understand that. Yet it's important that you put this as a priority and allow yourself to be really present now. There might be 100 things that want to be heard or will pull your attention away. That could be your thoughts. It could be thoughts of all the things that you have to do, that you should be doing, that you're not doing because you're sitting here. The mind can be tricky that way. Emotions, strong judgments could come in. And then there is the discomforts of sitting, or the discomfort of lying in the body. And there could be external distractions. Construction next door, or the neighbors talking or playing music. The truth is, all of these elements of the outside and the elements of the inside, they probably will never fully go away unless you go into a cave and decide to live in a cave for a while. But that's not very realistic for most of us. So the practice becomes observing the thoughts and observing the discomforts, and through continuous observation and not immediate reaction to it, we get to become more resilient. And eventually, these things move through and they stop being so loud in our mind or in our body. So, my invitation to you is to sit or to lie down or switch if you have to, if you can, and allow yourself to be present for a while until this energy takes over. And then most likely you might experience a state between a sleep and an awake state. And in that state, a lot of aspects of the conscious and the unconscious and the subconscious mind can be worked on. That's a powerful state to be in. A lot of healing can happen in that state. And that's where I would like you to get to. The only commitment you have is to be here and to be present for the 1.5 hours that we're going to go through this. Thank you for joining, and looking forward to sharing this journey with you. Greetings, I'm Raphael. Without doubt, you are in this very moment, maybe in the most significant time of your awakening. Through all the occurrences in your life that have brought you to the place that you're in, you have gained experience and you have learned. Some experiences have not yet been converted to wisdom or realizations. These realizations are a requirement to open up to new experiences and to new realizations. Continuous growth is part of the human experience. Your continuous growth may look entirely different than someone else's. Therefore, the growth and learning journey of individuals cannot be compared to each other. The journey of someone else cannot be judged to be better or faster than yours. You are on your unique journey of awakening and self-realization. In this continued awakening journey, you will be challenged to witness and observe the emotional states that have not been fully understood and fully embraced. The emotions that arise are like anchors that revert back to memories of the unprocessed past of this lifetime, and sometimes the past of previous lifetimes, or the past of your ancestors and your lineage. For certain advanced practitioners, the past of societal experiences that have not been fully processed will become a way they serve the realizations of the collective. The journey of experience, continuous learning, and continuous realizations will continue until the very end of your life. There is no true ability to avoid this continuous learning and growth journey. You may suppress and postpone, yet your internal mechanisms will provide for experiences and a reality to occur, to be able to process what has not been processed. Some of you will witness how certain relationships will be persistent and will continue to return. Some of you will witness how certain experiences that you have had will return in almost similar or identical fashion. This is the way you have been designed, and the human experience has been established. Learnings cannot be omitted. They will return until it has converted into a realization. Once an experience has been realized, new possibilities and experiences will open up. The persistence of the past experiences will subside. The emotional charge to the memories that are now converted will no longer exist. It will become an aspect of your past. A piece to remember. Unconditional love will arise within you upon every single realization. This will be your signal that the experience have been converted into realizations. The feeling of unconditional love for all experiences of your life, or a particular experience that you have not felt before, as the charge resolves, unconditional love increases. All participants within your memory, including yourself, will feel the impact of this realization even into the present moment. Therefore, your realization will impact present relationships of your life. This is how you can serve yourself, others, as well as the collective. This ability to transform is innate in all human beings. No experience is given to an individual without the individual's ability to transform the experience. You always have the tools, the human as well as the non-material support that you require to transform an experience. It may require dedication, devotion, some continued effort, conscious choice, and proclaiming your willingness to come to the realization at all costs. You will see a new level of surrender within you. This level of surrender will open you up for the realization. Through this, the many possibilities of the future will start to open themselves to you and form entire new realities based on the person that you are now. Today's work will support you in two ways. First, The alignment work will establish a way for these important realizations to come to surface in an easier fashion and in an accelerated fashion. You may experience feelings and memories of the past arising, yet the charge that they carry will be short-lived as you are able to transform that which arises even faster now. Second, the alignment that you receive will have beneficial effects on your general well-being, your mental capacity, your emotional and physical capacity, as well as the energetic spiritual construct that is part of your entire being. With this alignment, individuals will start to experience a deeper sense of peace, content, and connection. Connection to yourself, connection to this earth, and connection to all of non-material existence. You are the gift that humanity has been waiting for. It is truly in your hands to transform yourself in the best possible way. We're here to assist you on this path, yet you must make this choice. With your permission, we will commence the work now. Thank you for receiving this work. My work is complete. Greetings. My name is Emmanuel. Thank you for your dedication, for your efforts, for the commitment that you have taken on in your life to become the best version of yourself, not just to avoid the pains of the past, but to truly expand as an individual, to become a pillar of light, a pillar of love, a vessel that continuously is connected to the infinite love of creation. You are that person. The potential for you to feel is unlimited. The potential for you to experience is unlimited. And the potential for you to provide into this plane an unlimited amount of love is given. You are therefore a vessel of love. The only aspects that are in the way are aspects that you have ability to transform and change. Aspects of your mind, aspects of your emotions, aspects of your physical body, and aspects of your energetic and spiritual construct. All of these can be influenced by your behaviors, by your choices, and by your continuous effort to go into a deeper state of presence. This is the way you can influence to which degree your vessel is truly an unlimited well of love on this plane, in this society, and in all your relationships. Once you start to understand the potential that is within you, once you start to embrace that this potential is truly possible, then nothing will keep you from achieving that potential. We are here to remind you of that possibility. We are here to make certain adjustments to support you, to not just feel the potential, but to truly achieve it. With every step of growth, the infinite potential that lies in the future unfolds. With every step of your growth, the collective grows. This is a time of accelerated learning, expansion, and growth. A truly remarkable moment for human consciousness and its evolution. Embrace every opportunity for growth. Understand that every challenge in your life serves you and those involved for growth. Shift your perspective on the experience as soon as you're capable. Even though the pain and the emotions might still be present, once your perspective has shifted, the transformation will start, and you will continue to observe the experience in many ways, knowing that it has the potential for growth, and that it serves you and all of those around you. This perspective change is a key element, and it is immediately accessible to you. It is a conscious choice. This is my recommendation to you. I will now answer some of your questions.
Good morning, Emmanuel. Thank you for your words. This week is about unlimited, infinite possibilities. And we wanted to first ask, how do we learn to live in the space and experience of infinite possibilities?
A deeper level of presence will open up the potential for growth. You will understand in all the ways that you are not present, in all the ways that your life is lived based on the past and based on the expectations into the future. These expectations of the future and the unprocessed elements of the past limit the possibilities that will unfold in front of you. It is designed in this way so that these experiences that are required to be processed will truly come forth as an opportunity to be processed for you in short, mid, and long term as the next moment unfolds. As you can see, in order to truly live with infinite potential of the next moment and infinite possibilities, as you say, the level and the depth of quality must increase. This level and depth of quality of your presence can only increase when the past has been fully understood, embraced, and transformed into realization. when conscious effort has been made to be present with every moment that unfolds in front of you, the present moment, when your energy, your focus, your attention, and your power are focused into this very moment, then truly infinite possibilities will unfold. Thank you for your question.
Thank you, Emmanuel. Deborah asks, I'm curious to learn more about what the difference is between judgment and discernment.
In our definition of these words, judgment will be an automatic function of the subconscious mind, a trained aspect of your being, recognizing and categorizing the reality that is in front of you. This is often mistaken for a survival mechanism, yet it does indeed allow you to operate in this world. Judgments also will be a function to limit possibilities in order to provide a specific learning and a specific experience. They truly are a function to support you, yet as you can see, in the way judgments operate, they limit perspective and potential. Discernment is a conscious choice of the possibilities that are in front of you. Understanding, observing, truly embracing the options that are in front of you. Feeling the resonance of the options in your entire being, your body, your heart, your mind, and your energetic spiritual construct. You can discern from all these aspects of your being. An aligned individual will truly resonate with the right option in front of them. This is what we consider discernment or conscious choice. It will require continuous practice to get to a level of purity in your discernments. Until then, they may indeed be infiltrated by judgments. It will be a fine balance until you recognize that discernment always drives from a strong place of alignment and balance. Judgments will be automatic and will require no balance at all. Thank you for your question.
Thank you, Emmanuel. Dana asks, how can one stay compassionate while maintaining healthy boundaries?
First, the individual must ask, are these boundaries established out of fear or out of love? Often, fear will induce the requirement for distance, seclusion, and contraction. This is a natural function of your being. Yet, in the current state of society, boundaries have been utilized to disguise fear. my first recommendation to you is understanding where the desire for boundaries arises. Where do you start and where does the other stop? You are part of the same collective. You share similar emotions, similar perspectives, similar experiences, and the same potential. Understanding that truly there is no major difference between you and another individual, aside from the identity that has been chosen by you for this lifetime. Second, compassion truly supersedes any boundary. Compassion is limitless, and it is based on unconditional love, an unlimited force that provides for compassion to be present. Boundaries will negate compassion. They will limit compassion. When you are truly in alignment with infinite and unconditional love, compassion will hold you safely in all the ways required. This love will provide so that you can stay present for others. Ultimately, you will first understand boundaries are important and they will allow you to take accountability and responsibility for your own safety, for your own growth. On the continued journey, you will start to feel the infinite love of creation and how this continuous flow of love will hold you in the best possible way so that you may no longer be concerned about boundaries, as this love of creation will provide for you. The realities around you will adjust according to your level of connection, according to your level of compassion, and according to your level of unconditional love. Thank you for your question.
Thank you, Emmanuel. Juliana asks, does our path of self-realization pass through embracing our dark side and transforming it into something else, thanks to our choice of living in the light? Or do we have to reject this dark part completely? Thanks a lot from all my heart.
You are an individual that experiences light and dark continuously. The balance of the light and of the dark is within you, continuously fighting for your attention. Both of these aspects of light and dark will provide experiences for you. And some experiences will be challenging and painful and difficult to comprehend, and they will be suppressed, often considered shadows, buried in your unconscious or subconscious mind, impacting the reality of your conscious. experience. The path to self-realization will include unfolding and observing all aspects of your being, including the aspects that have been hidden and lost over time. What you consider shadows of your being, the dark side of your being, must now be observed, understood, appreciated, and transformed into a realization alongside shame, guilt, anger, sadness, despair, and sorrow will as well be transformed into realization that all of these functions of the human psyche and the human heart truly serve the realization itself. Your growth is provided by observation and transformation of all the experiences, of all the sides of your being. Embracing yourself, embracing your past, and all those that were involved in shaping who you are will allow you to move forward on the self-realization journey in a graceful way and in a continuous way. Thank you for your question.
Thank you, Emmanuel. Bree asks, will you tell us more about the power we have when we set intentions?
In the right state of mind, an intention set can provide a direction for the conscious as well as for the subconscious and the unconscious functions of your being. Your heart and your mind and your body, your energetic attention can be directed through through a strong setting of this intention. For an intention to be truly effective, I do recommend a practice of alignment first. A quieting of the mind, a quieting of the heart, silence. No emotion, no thought. Truly presence. Out of this place of presence, an intention for yourself or for others can be set. This will align your being. This alignment will provide new probabilities to arise for you and the others. Intentions will set you in a specific direction if executed in the deepest possible way. Eventually, when you get to deep states of presence, you will start to understand that no setting of intention will be required, as life will set intentions for you on your behalf, in your best interest, and with continuous trust you will face everything that life brings to you with an open heart and a deep quality of presence. Thank you for your question.
Thank you, Emmanuel. Mark asks, in the Bible, there are many stories, like of Moses parting the sea and the 10 plagues. Were these real historical facts? What do they have to teach us?
The stories were real. The experiences depicted may not. Depict the exact experience that occurred. In continuous delivery of the story, certain truths get adjusted and may not always represent accurately the essence of the stories. Shows that with deep trust, surrender, and faith, powerful connection for each individual is possible. That transformation within is truly possible for every single individual. That with this transformation, powers will arise within the individual. Powers that are byproducts of this self-realization journey. An empowerment of the individual that has surrendered and continued to align itself to greater consciousness. The most important aspect of these stories is understanding the potential within you, understanding the potential that lies in every single individual human. Prophecies of the future are rarely supportive of the human mind. Yet, what prophecies will provide is to bring your attention to the most important aspect that you have control over. That is you. That is your evolution. It is your growth. Occurrences of nature or the breaking of societal constructs, the changes of cosmological nature may or may not be prevented. The goal is not to install fear. The goal is to install the desire to awaken, the desire to grow as a collective, to be present for anything that arises together. Thank you for your question.
Thank you, Emmanuel. Doreen asks, what is the role of naivete in the development of human consciousness?
A certain level of innocence provides for an openness of the mind, an openness of the heart to experience experiences never had before, to be open to receive, even if the past has proven that certain experiences might be painful or uncomfortable. Returning back to this original trust and original innocence will provide greater possibilities to arrive in your existence. Limiting yourself based on the judgments of the past will allow this curiosity, this innocence, to be suppressed and diminished. The mind will make the choices in that case based on rational, based on the pains of the future, on the pains of the past, and the potential pains of the future. You see that both serve a purpose. One allows you to be open and continuously explore new possibilities despite potential discomforts. Understanding that curiosity and openness is an important value in human existence. The other will allow experiences to be limited, yet those experiences that will arrive will provide a very particular and important lesson. And in those lessons, the limitation that has been set will come to surface, and the individual has the opportunity to learn about its own limitations. This is the way your experience is shaped. No matter way you choose, you always win. Thank you for your question.
Thank you, Emmanuel. Daniela asks, please share more about the crystalline body and its function and purpose. Thank you.
What you consider the crystalline body is an extended and advanced version of the energetic spiritual construct. Over continued practice and development, the energetic body will start to create energy bonds that surpass the traditional establishments of the human body. The energy will start to receive a different quality, a different density. This is what is considered to be the crystalline body. It will take time and continued practice to achieve this state, yet once it is established, it will provide for a strong foundation for continuous evolution, a strong foundation for energetic capacity for service, a strong foundation for the expansion of consciousness in the individual, and a safe return. Until then, the energetic body of the human experience provides everything necessary for traditional and regular operations. If this experience is sought out, a deeper dedication and devotion for practice and evolution will be required. Thank you for your question.
Thank you, Emmanuel. Ali asks, how can I stop How can one stop a spiritual attack or protect themselves from it?
In a dualistic world, and truly you are open to receive impulses from the light, impulses from the dark, impulses from your environment, and impulses from other beings in material as well as in non-material form. Some of these impulses you will consider as an attack, and that is indeed justified. An impulse to bring you out of your balance, an impulse to remind you of wounds that you already have, an impulse to remind you in all the ways that you have fallen out of balance before. If you can start to perceive this impulse as a test, as a training ground for you, as a reminder to evolve, as a reprioritization of your life, so that you can become the best version and the most aligned version of yourself. The impulse, or what you consider the attack, will become an important ally in your evolution, and you will no longer be the victim of another villain. You will be the empowered individual that is ready to evolve and will do whatever it takes to get through this evolution process. Thank you for your question.
Thank you, Emmanuel. Susan asks, I'm struggling with unworthiness and ambivalence about being here on earth. How do I connect to Source enough to feel that love, that I belong, and intuition?
You are here in this human experience by choice and by selection. Not every soul that is requesting a human experience will be able to have this experience that you are having. Understanding that this is the prerequisite of your existence, that it is a gift for you and by you. This is the foundation. From this foundation, one can start to explore in all the ways these perspectives of unworthiness or not belonging have shaped in your life. Truly, some individuals arrived from far civilizations. Some individuals have arrived from non-material existence. Some individuals have not experienced the human form before. It can, for these individuals, be a restrictive experience, even with all its beauties in the human form, a limiting experience compared to other experiences that they have had before, an unusual and difficult to adjust experience. In these cases, we recommend a stronger connection and bond with nature first. Understanding and seeing in all the ways nature loves you, provides for you, and nourishes you unconditionally. This is the most immediate version of the love of creation as it flows through all of existence. It materializes in this world, providing for you directly, unconditionally. The experience with the sun as it provides for you, building a stronger relationship with this continued energy source that provides for this planet and for you, for all that exists on this planet. Embracing these two forces will start to bring you more into the appreciation of this human form, that you are loved, that you are worthy, and that you truly belong in this very experience in human form. A deeper presence with nature will be the first established foundation for the continued work for you. Thank you for your question.
Thank you, Emmanuel. Claire asks, I've gathered from past sessions that the purpose of being human is to learn lessons, grow, evolve, and experience a range of emotions. What is the purpose of other non-material planes?
The experience and the continued learning of non-material existence is similar in that way that consciousness always strives for expansion. Learning and growth and realizations are part of our existence. Continued learning. In our case, learning and evolution through service. Our service is to establish new forms of consciousness, support all forms of consciousness in its evolution, in its growth. Each learning of different forms of consciousness in non-material form can indeed be different based on the circumstances and cosmological and dimensional differences. The experience and therefore the learnings and the realizations have different shape. This is what makes all of consciousness a perfect conglomerate of wisdom and realization. We are therefore part of the same fabric of consciousness, existing in an ecosystem, connected through this fabric of the love of creation. More details on this matter will become relevant and understandable once you have achieved the state of non-material existence in human form. The experiences will be different, yet continue to provide an expansion of your consciousness and continued growth. Thank you for your question.
Thank you, Emmanuel. There's many questions today about the state of love. You mentioned staying in a state of love is powerful. Is it the most powerful state? Will it heal all? And how do we achieve this?
Love, as you experience it, can be conditional and can be unconditional. Conditional love is limited and is, for periods of time, temporary. Unconditional love is unlimited and eternal. A deep sense of presence will allow you to connect in a sustainable way to this unconditional love of creation. As this love continuously flows through you, through your being, you will understand the eternal and the unlimited nature of it, how it provides both presence, power, and love at the same time. With all of these energies combined, you become a pillar of light, a pillar of love. In states of conditional love, you will experience similar emotions and similar power, yet you will also understand that the moment the conditions are broken, this love that is available will cease or reduce, contract. A part of you that is assigning certain conditions to love and to be loved. Both aspects of love are natural in the human experience. You will continue to experience both conditional and unconditional love until the very end of your life. Yet you will see, the more you expand your capacity for unconditional love, the more you will be able to serve yourself and humanity in your presence. Thank you for your question.
Thank you, Emmanuel. Martha asks, might you say anything about interference from souls who remain in the earth plane and interfere with people? Will this continue throughout the ascension?
Individual human souls that have passed, yet not passed on, will remain on the earth plane until a certain important bond and an important realization is complete. For this soul to fully return, an aspect of the past iteration must be completed. Often a traumatic experience or a strong emotional bond with another relationship will force the soul of the individual to stay in this plane. While not intended, it will require to resolve its situation in order to truly return to the cycle. This may be perceived as interference, yet it is merely an attempt to resolve. Some individuals in human form understand the importance and the necessity to assist individual souls that have been stalled and stuck on this plane to complete their realization of this lifetime and to complete the human experience. Passing on will then be a natural evolution of the cycle of death and rebirth? Thank you for your question.
Thank you, Emmanuel. Bibiana asks, some time ago I had an epiphany with Ezekiel. Is he an archangel or a prophet? And what is his significance to me and all of us in this time of evolution?
Ezekiel has served an important purpose as a divine vessel. The opening that was provided through him and with him allowed for important information and realizations to be served. His love expanded beyond most individual humans' capacity, the wisdom that he was able to understand and share expanded beyond most individuals' service. Upon his death, he became part of a higher plane of existence, a plane in which humans arrive to continue to serve humanity from a non-material plane of existence. Some of you call this plane Ascended Masters. Ezekiel continues his service through visions, through messages, through energetic presence, until the very end of humanity's existence and the completion of the ascension process. Ezekiel will be present, and after the completion, join in the non-material plane of humanity's existence. Thank you for your question.
Thank you, Emmanuel. Alicia asks, is there a way to heal the human need for food as we evolve?
The human body is designed to receive energy in multiple different forms and ways. The most simplistic and effective way in the beginning is through nutrition and the provided energy of your physical environment. Food and water will provide you for continuing to operate this vessel in the material form. Eventually you will start to understand that living on this earth will also provide energy to you, to your physical existence, nature. Eventually, with continued expansion of your consciousness, you will start to understand that your consciousness is able to receive energy from planes above. This bond and this continuous bridge to consciousness above allows for a continuous flow of energy. This energy can truly be converted into the energy to exist in this material plane. And while it will not be a requirement for you to stop the consumption of food to come to self-realization, you will see that a deep understanding of the way energy works in multiple different ways received in your body, providing for your existence in material and in energetic form. this realization will be an important realization going forward, and in phases of experimentation and deeper contemplation, individuals will consider refraining from food for certain periods of time to truly increase the level of sensitivity and to initiate the body's ability to receive energies beyond material form. Thank you for your question. Thank you for the time that you have assigned in your life for this priority of evolution, your evolution, individual and collective evolution. No matter how challenging the moment is, you are always supported, and all the ways that you can, you will be provided for to receive the solutions necessary. Be present and be open. Thank you. Welcome back. It's always quite an interesting experience to land back in your own body, your own consciousness. And some of you might still be in a deep meditative state. Stay there as long as you want to and need to and can. It's a reset. It's a refresher for your entire being. So I invite you to continue joining us. I invite you to maybe re-watch the replays. And I invite you to have a continued and powerful practice. And I promise you, you will see the effects and the benefits of it. Thank you for joining.
As we are coming back, I have a few gentle closing remarks. As the seal said, stay in this state as long as you need. If you'd like to continue this journey, there are a few ways to do it. We have social media pages like Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube that you can follow and share. You can invite family, friends, and community to these bi-weekly sessions. You can join our Tuesday integration calls. We recently released our first book, Transmission. That's available on Amazon. We are also happy to announce that we are launching our first advanced practitioner course. Feel free to apply. It starts in June, and Emmanuel is going to be our admissions director. The guys will put the link to the course in the chats. These sessions are just one part of the work that we do. We also travel to both sacred sites and sites of global trauma to do energy alignment work. Once we are able to travel again, we will resume our tour through Europe and take a group of participants on a retreat to Greece. In the meantime, we are almost ready to launch our Sacred Sites landing page. This work is possible because of donations we receive. It not only supports a seal, but it supports the whole production team. As you would imagine, it takes a village to bring the channel into this space and then beam it out to you all. If you find this of value, please consider supporting the session with a donation. And there are 3 ways to do this. If you're on Crowdcast, there's a donate button at the bottom of your screen. There's also 2 donate buttons on the left side of the homepage at aseeltoksal.com. Or you can donate via PayPal, paypal.me/ascension1. Or you could become a Patreon subscriber, patreon.com/ascension1. A quick reminder about the ending poll. In the beginning, we asked you how you were feeling. We'd like to ask the same question. So those who are in Crowdcast, simply click on the poll and click the button at the bottom of the screen. If you want to share deeper about your experiences, we have a community Zoom call on Tuesdays. We also created an email address, testimonial@ascension.one. Energy work is felt in so many ways, and it's helpful for us to have an understanding of how you're impacted. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for contributing your presence and your time. Even though we can't see each other's faces and share physical space, the practice of collective meditation makes me feel connected to you all, and I hope you feel the same. Take it easy after the session. Give space for the energy to continue to work. If you can, keep your mind quiet. If you can't, bring this presence and peace to whatever it is that you need to do. I imagine you all as luminescent beings right now, and that makes me smile.